Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Mike Black, Mike the Mac. Mr. Mills definitely back in the building. And the building is a disaster mess. I picked up a whole shipment of tools and they are all over the place. Got myself a shop vac and a compressor and some fans and epoxies that were $26 a bottle. A used sewing machine, a button fabricator, my one living guitar because that one's dead. And I'm here to do a video about all this crap I'm seeing on YouTube and mainstream media about Donald Trump. You just had the hero of the Hudson River, the guy that saved 196 lives or whatever he saved. God bless him when he landed that plane on the Hudson River. Point was, he he's coming out there saying, "Oh, Trump started the riots and he's allowing America to rip itself apart." When he wanted to take action with the National Guard, you sissies wussed out. When he offered his help, places like Portland didn't accept it. And I'm sorry, but rioting looters traditionally always were shot. I always imagined that if there was a riot and I went to J.C. Penney's to say steal 20 pairs of $200 Jordans, I always thought that they'd shoot me. I thought that was the one legal time I should be careful as a human. As a man, I should be careful and not. My dad always said, don't kill no one and don't get yourself killed. Not killed, killed. Don't get yourself killed. Looting, that's a way to get the kilt on you, right? Pillaging, raping, burning, crucifixions. That's the wages of sin equal death, clearly. So, I always thought that pilot was a hero, and how he saved them people were amazing. And just to hear the media lies about everything. I'm living better, and I finally have a life this last 4 years with Trump. Oh my God. I couldn't break a sweat from 2003 to like 2016. Literally, like 13 years. 8 of it Obama, and I voted for him the first time. That communist little prick. Leftist, Marxist, socialist. Not a communist, he's a socialist. Pure and simple. People always tout their Che Guevara shirts, and I'm so hip and modern and in the know with my Che Guevara shirt, not realizing that he liked firing squads so much that he had a wall knocked down outside of his offices so he could personally witness the executions. And personally, he liked to do some with electric drills, I heard. Same with some weird regime Wallywoo Lockball dudes, whatever. This ain't that video. This video is political commentary because everybody's lying to you guys about Trump. He's the best thing that ever happened to this country. I'm 50 years old. I haven't lived like this since Reaganomics, and if I could just be allowed to get on my feet. It took me 3 years of scrimping and saving and working and hustling and grinding, man, and starving and eating cans of soup. Weeks of top ramen, man, to get this stupid little toy hauler and my little Suzuki motorcycle because I wanted shit. I wanted that toolbox more than I wanted steak. I wanted these ratchets. I wanted my drawer, you know, filled with Matco sockets and everything. Like I know how. As you guys all know, I sold my tools, man. I sold my tools. I got 6 grand, 18 grand, and 6 grand and 3 grand. I don't even know how much freaking money that is, but that's what I got just from the tools from Mike Z's Towing. Only. And sure, that blue set I just showed you I kept, and I kept a red set of Matco sockets. They were the two first set of sockets I bought professionally when I was like 17. I worked at Heiser Ford on 60th and Silver Spring in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I had lied about my age, and back in them days you could pull that shit, and I was a big Wisconsin farm boy. I'm obviously, you know, don't have 24-inch pipes like I had in them days, because I'm friggin' old and fat and ugly. I used to have the body of a Greek god, now I just have the body of a gosh dang Greek. Sorry, I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain. Amen, amen. And I hate to smoke cigarettes on these videos, but apparently this might be a long one, and you're gonna have to bear with me, man, because I I I cannot believe the political climate. If we could just be allowed, all of us, black, white, deaf, lame, lazy, and crazy, if we could all just be allowed to get on our feet. Look, my freezer has nothing in it. Okay? It's not even cold because I can't even run power all the time because I rock a generator. There's the switch right there. You can hear it running in the background. And you know what? I'm going to turn on the AC. Well, I can't because I'm doing this video. Well, because it's a confined living space of about 10 feet right here, so my clothes for the day go there and my shoes, I take off my shoes here. That's the walkway back to the bedroom. I have nothing. I live like a fucking plantation slave. Literally. On a plantation that used to be owned by a slavery person. This was a plantation. And my whole life, for 51 years, I always felt like a slave. I felt like a plantation fucking slave. Excuse my French political commentary. This is for discussion and fair use. And anybody can reproduce this in any form or facet as long as they want to monetize me. Right? You don't want to monetize me. Don't play my videos and don't play ad content overlaying on my video. Now, look, man, I'm a somebody. I would never say that you're a nobody or I am a nobody. I'm a somebody. I'm an American, right? I come from generations of proud. This is a West Point graduate ring, all right? You don't know nothing about that, all right? That's pure diamonds. It's not mine, obviously. My grandpa Bailey was a World War II hero. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. Michael Bruce Mills, United States Marine Corps, my dad. When he asked me why I got that USMC tat on my back, it says, Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. Obviously, you got these crazy-ass Vietnam dudes coming back and having puppies with chicks that are, you know, having kids born in the late 60s, early 70s. That's my generation. And I'm going to tell you what, it was crazy, man. I remember 1980 like it was yesterday. I was 12 years old. You know, May 18th, 3:31 p.m. or some crap, Mount St. Helens exploded, which is not the portent or content of this video. And I hate to smoke. I hate to do it to you guys. But it is what it is. It's a grown man show. And that's what it is. I'm freaking doing better. And if they switch up now, especially I get somebody like Biden, just a high treasonous criminal, Hillary the liar, freaking every president, oh my God. All right, tricky Dick, Dick trickery, Bill Clinton, I used to think was all right at the time because I wasn't astute enough politically to know about NAFTA and that he sold pay for play. And all of them folks did that shit. You know, George Bush likely at least let 9/11 happen. Slick Willie, man, he was a cocaine dealer out of Mena, Arkansas, highly documented. Killed everyone in his path that ever got in his way. And so did Hillary. High criminals. I did 3 years in the penitentiary for a $12 bag of weed. That's a fucking fact. I did 24 months on it. I got caught when I was 15. I was waived to adult court. And I've been a felon all my life over a $7.50 bag of weed I bought in Door County, Wisconsin in 1983-ish. I don't even know. Let's see, 68, 78, 10, 83, 15. No, that's a lie. It must have been 84. Yeah, it was actually December 26th of 1984. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, did 24 month piece on GBCI, Green Bay Penitentiary. Yep, Gladiator School, we called it, but apparently they call every young men's penitentiary in every state that. I've heard that term used loosely. But in those days, Green Bay was Gladiator School, and all the dudes from Joliet to Texas to interstate transfers to Fed inmates all went there. And if you were known to be a big-shouldered Wisconsin fighter, they specifically would bring other inmates in there so that the guards could bet on you. We definitely had a fight club. It was definitely underground. It was definitely violent. Look, all my teeth are knocked out from just battering dudes with my face. You know, headbutting someone just face smashing someone, because you already got them wrapped up, you're already punching each other, getting punched, getting bricked, batted, crashes, whatever. That's not the point. The point is, if I had to go to prison, geez, I just got a weird message. It was crazy. My bad. If I had to go to prison for less than $10 worth of weed for 24 months as a 15-and-a-half-year-old kid who got waived to adult court, I was no angel. I was a good student. I was well liked. I was well spoken. I was very polite. And I was strong, loyal, reliable, and drug free. I did not even smoke cigarettes. All my friends smoked. I thought I was cool, so I didn't do it. Now I'm a friggin' idiot. I guess it ain't about being cool. It's about being right and about presenting the facts. If they're presenting Trump as the reason for the looters and the reasons for the cops shooting black dudes armed with guns and knives and bombs, or white dudes or Mexicans or whatever, listen, America is for Americans by Americans. You're not supposed to come here, have anchor babies, and then ship your whole fucking family here. No. Almost all my family left because they can't take it no more. They couldn't believe the selling out of America. And the rest of them are dead because they served their country and died. And don't let me fail to mention my Uncle Kevin Bailey, also United States Army veteran. I think he's seen time in Vietnam. I remember him marching up the street in like 1972 or 3 when I was a kid. He gave me my first .22 rifle, man. It was the one that the barrel came apart and it went in the butt. So I haven't been able to own a firearm since 15. 20 generations of warriors. I can't own a gun because of a bag of weed. I never just put a gun in someone's face and was like robbed them or hurt anyone that wasn't absolutely self-defense. Have I been on some fucking crazy cases with Wayne Duranzo and all of them loony ass Milwaukee gonzo bastards? Yeah. And I beat 3 of them. Beat them outright. They're like, oh, he ratted. Stupid dick. You don't have to rat. Alright? If some shit happens that you jump off crazy style bonsai gonzo in the fucking world and everybody sees it, and they're like, why'd you do that? And you said, well, I say, well, I did that because they did this. That's it. That's not snitching. Snitching is when you go do a score, rob a bank, and you get caught, and you tell on your boy in the island where his $500,000 is or whatever, where the money is, and his accomplices, or you're some inside rat dude devising their downfall. I've never been a rat, and I never will be. Listen, if I with you, I with you. But if I don't with you, I'm not fucking with you at all. Business. I'm well loved, well respected. My name is Gold in Milwaukee, man. If you're some pill popping heroin addict freak who are probably dead anyway, then who fucking cares what you think? But if you're anybody of some good repute, decent person, decent individual, you respect Mike Z because you know what it is. I've helped everyone. I told everyone. And even Steve Magnus, who I took his whole warehouse and stored it for 2 or 3 years in my warehouse. He don't even know I'm alive. Just everybody is a fucking liar and a criminal. And I'm sick of it. It's just like the abortion issue. Well, a woman should be able to do what she wants with her body, up to and including murdering another human that's in her vagina. Right? I think a baby is a baby and a human at the spark of conception. When the sperm hits the egg, bang, there's a mini Big Bang like the creation of the universe. It's a recreation of the creation of the universe on a very micro, nanocellular level, and that's when the human is made. That's supposedly when its soul or spirit comes from the GUF, the guff, which is a name for like this bowl of souls that God creates. And apparently when the Antichrist is born, or probably already has been, that's going to be the first person born to this world without a soul because the gulf was empty. At some point, there was only an infinite number of souls. Everyone has their individual soul, their id, and God said in the Torah, now I'm not quoting the Bible here, I'm quoting the Torah, and a little bit of quick Judaism for some of you folks who know the business. All right, my Star of David for all the Auschwitz slaves and prisoners, in terrible gas chambers. That's not this video anyway. Point is, at some point the gulf is going to be empty, right? God created X amount of souls, infinity, X equals X, Y, Z, whatever. At some point, the last human soul goes into a body that could or could not maybe be the Christ, or the return of Jesus, or the Christ, or the Eucharist, or whatever. I don't know about that, but I do know that at some point God said and advised his prophets, at some point the gulf would be empty. The person would still be born, but it would be the Antichrist. It would be Legion. You know, it wouldn't have a soul. It wouldn't have humanity. And that's what I see when I see people. You know, I've been around criminals, gangsters, pimps, hustlers, drug dealers, mechanics, welders, riveters, fitters, machine shop owners, workers all my life. Big city shit, doing big boy shit, hunting and going to Wisconsin Dells and Canada and Vancouver and Washington State and all over this great nation all my life. And since 15 and a half, I've been a fucking felon because of a $7.50 bag of weed. And the dumbass thing about the 24 months I did in the penitentiary based on that, my own bag of weed, I wasn't selling it, nothing. I had a bag of weed, I got drunk, I climbed a tree, I was 15. They held me in jail till I was 16 and a half, waved me to adult court, and sent me up north till I was 19. I think I got out like 3 months before my 19th birthday, July 6th, as a matter of fact. It was a Tuesday. Yeah, I'll never forget it because I fucking missed the 4th. If I had to go to prison for being... Oh, and my point with $7.50 worth of weed is the dude was dead serious about his 50 cents. I remember giving him $7 and being like, Big Mike, yo, bro, hey, it's the business here, $7. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. No, dog, I got to get that 50 cent, dog. Dead serious. And you got to remember, at this time on Greenfield Avenue in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and all across this great nation, a good running car could be had for $50, right? $50 is only 100 times 50 cents. I mean, so obviously if this dude was selling his weed, and if he slipped 10 times a day on 50 cents, that was $5. And this is when gallon of the gas was 70 cents. This, you know, a great car was $200. The most awesome car on earth was $1,000. The best hot rod I ever had in 1988 was $3,500 for a 71 Z28 authentic split bumper, famous car, the one I'm named Mike Z after. Now that car would be worth about 75 G's in today's money. So that tells you what inflation did. And people like Tricky fucking Dick and Slick Willie and the Bidens, you know, even Ronald Reagan. I mean, come on, man. Donald Trump is the first real non-politician president we've ever had. He's not some dude that ran for mayor and suddenly decided, let me go be president. I'm a billionaire and I need this stupid headache. He didn't need the legacy, nothing. You know, like he said, I didn't need to do shit, bitches. I got $7 billion effing dollars. Well, there it is. That's what we all aspire to be. I would be happy being 100,000 or two heir. Fuck a billionaire. I'd be happy with a cool milli. I'd be happy with a fifth or an eighth of that. You know, this whole life of mine I just carved out for less than 30. So I couldn't imagine. I could move mountains with $200,000. Move mountains. I did all this in 2 years' time. Thanks to Donald Trump. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, Mr. President. It's because of you I could even get my guitar out of hock. It's because of you that I could buy that one. It's because of you, sir, that I live in a toy hauler where I sometimes can have AC when I turn it on because this runs on a generator. It costs me $10 a day and I can't afford it. Gas is still too expensive now. You know, what's a honky to do, man? And you know what? Democrats need to kill the whole black-white campaign. That's a dead campaign. All of us got family that are black and white and purple. None of that shit matters. Nothing matters about gay. Nothing matters about black. Those are divisive-ass issues invented by the people in power or the Illuminati or Hova or whoever the fuck. to keep you guys divided, kick up shit, strike up controversy, and remain relevant. You wouldn't want to see my squad. You wouldn't want to see Big Man in them. Yo, you would not want to see the Four Corner Hustlers, MLDs, BGDs, GDs, Latin Kings, MLDs, Maniac Latin Disciples, Outlaws, business owners, millionaires, limousine company moguls. You wouldn't want to see my team. You would not want to see us. I promise you. So all we need is 4 more years, man. And not even. I just need 1 more year. I can go retire. I'll lay down by my dish. I'll quit making videos. Just stop lying. Donald Trump didn't shoot some drug addict, heroin addict, fucking freak. And I don't care what color they are, right? I have damn near gotten shot several times by the police. And on a few occasions would have deserved it. Because after being a convicted felon for a bag of weed at the age of 15, my entire life being a fucking shit show and a struggle, I've been pretty pissed off at times, as you can imagine. No, life isn't fair. But facts are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings. Biology is biology, politics is politics, and fuckery is fuckery. If you guys don't vote for Donald Trump, I'll renounce my citizenship on this fucking channel. I promise you. I'll do that shit. I can't have another Clinton, another Biden, another fucking asshole. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll fucking move to Costa Rica. I'll put this bitch on a pontoon boat and float the fuck on away from here. I promise you. You motherfuckers will all just see videos of me on the 7 seas with a little dainty female, hopefully. God willing. Anyway, this is Mike Black, Mike the Mac, Mr. Mills, definitely back at the building. Much love to everybody. 2:15:19, 7-4. Believe that. And John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should have everlasting life and not perish. And what's the other good one? Ephesians 2:8-9. It's for by God's grace that you're saved through faith, not of works. It is the gift of God, lest any man should boast. So I didn't do any of this. I was aided through divine intervention, for one, mainly by God. For two, God putting people in power around me like Donald Trump, who lowered our gas price from $4.50 to $2. I saved a couple grand this year alone just on gasoline. Where do you think that money went? It damn sure didn't buy clothes. I'm sitting here in boxers with gold on and no shirt. A man's man. Fucking battery-powered flashlights, generators. You know, I can't even afford a bag of weed. And I refuse to quit smoking weed. And that's my argument with abortion. So, back to that. A woman can kill a baby in the womb. And we were talking about that a little bit. When it's in conception, has the miniature Big Bang. She can fucking kill that kid. But I can't legally put a substance into my body. If I want to sit here and bang heroin, like most of fucking idiots do, or pills, or whatever the fuck, that's my business. I choose not to because I want something out of life. Alright? I would make all drugs legal. Crackheads and heroin addicts would be dead by next week. They'd all overdose. You just give them a mountain of fucking dope, they won't last. All the dudes I've seen with limitless resources, like John Todrick, who could just go punch someone in the mouth and take 60 G's every day. He could show up at the strip club, rob the bouncer, rob the doorman, rob the guy that guards the titty dancing girls that are doing lap dances. Yo, he came to my shop, he pulled out 30 bands. I'm sorry, he pulled out 60 bands. Fact. He's the one that gave me the chain. Right? He got it when he won the the Rose Bowl. He went to the Rose Bowl back to back, twice for the Badgers. And he would always hawk it to me. He's my best friend, the most loyal fucking guy I've ever known. And just would bring me hustles every day. Cars and money and deals. Always up to deals. The fucking coolest kid ever. He had the best smile. And he was a monster. A fucking monster. I wouldn't even say shit. I'd show up with this cat. That'd be it. And funny, Donnie Erickson, a little freak. I don't like the word faggot. A little fucking freak who still is trying to talk shit. I'm gonna beat dude's ass. I promise you, little motherfucker, I'm gonna beat your little motherfucking ass on sight. I'm smashing you. If you remember when I knocked out your window with that pair of pliers, I ran from Tono Block's garage. Donnie stole a speaker, a stereo. Actually, Tony stole Donnie's stereo to keep it snitching and keep it 100. He punked your bitch ass, took your stereo, you pelt out, almost ran my kid over. By the time you hit the block, I had run in between the houses and I had channel locks. And I whipped them bastards at you, Donnie Erickson. That shit broke through his windshield. Not his windshield. He's going this way in his Bourbon. Broke through his side glass, destroying that shit, and almost whacked him in his fucking head. And if it would, I've done that move several times. I caught a guy out here stealing, and I had the jack pipe. So I'm thinking, all right, I'll throw the jack pipe, I'll launch it, it'll break out a window. Dude will be pissed, but he still stole my shit. He basically grabbed all my scrap aluminum. It was only $100, but it was my 100. No, of course that jack flies, hits his truck tailgate, perfect trajectory, goes right through the back window and binks him right behind the ear. I thought I killed this punk ass, and I was fucking scared because I didn't. All I was trying to do was break out a window. I don't know how many dudes woke up in prison on a homicide the next day and was like, wow, I really did not mean to fucking hurt anyone, honestly. So anyway, the moral of the story is, Donnie Erickson, you know the fucking business. I'm gonna get in your little punk ass, fag. And I hate that word, but you are a little faggot. So anyway, if I gotta be a felon, and if a woman can kill the kid in the womb, and all this hairy, crazy shit, but we can't smoke weed, and I have to go to prison fucking for smoking weed legally? You gotta be fucking kidding me. And now they're saying Trump starts riots, and he started Corona, and blah, blah, blah. And he don't believe in the greenhouse effect and fucking global warming. Listen, we all know global warming. But what are we going to do? Stop coal, stop oil today, and go back to being poor and paying $4 a gallon? You dumb motherfuckers, if you elect any more Democrats, you fucking deserve what you get. And with that, I'm gone. If you do, fuck you and fuck America. But I have faith in you guys, so I'm not saying that shit. And I would never renounce my citizenship willingly, because my people bled and died for this bitch. Literally. From the Indian Wars on up. You better check my resume, dog. And don't let me bring my natives into this either. Alright, don't even make me get Algonquins, Turtle Lake, Chippewa, Menominee, Lakota, Lac du Flambeau, Menominee. Don't do it. Do not make me show up with my squad. I promise you, this will become a call to action if you guys fuck this election up. This will be it. Everybody, you know what it is, man. With that, God bless you all. I'm gone. Sorry for the cussing. It's a tragedy, but I'm highly upset. I'm a Christian, and it doesn't reflect on me good at all. It reflects poorly. And with that, this is Mike Black, Mike the Mac, Mr. Mills, definitely back in the building. Good night.